Flosstube. I'm Geana.
I'm Tina.
And we're stitching
with our bestie.
And this is my cup that I got from my granddaughter. We went to the beach, not this summer, but last summer, and she insisted I buy this. And it's called a Permaid.
Hey,
so there you go, Natalie.
And do I need to say anything? We all know.
We're just enjoying our coffee.
But I will tell you a fun fact about me. I told Geana that I saw a bunch of his cups, Ray Dunn's cups.
Her cups, yeah.
She said it's a woman. Or it was a man.
It was R-A-E, not
Yeah,
R-A-Y.
well,
That's how you know the difference.
Anyway.
Okay.
All right,
so we are a Flosstube channel talking about cross stitch. And today is Sunday, October, I want to say the 13th. Am I right? Yes, I am. October the 13th.
And we're from South Louisiana. And we welcome all of our regular viewers. And if you're new to our channel, we welcome you. And
thanks for coming back, and
yeah,
thanks for watching us.
And every time we do this, I say it seems easier, but then when we get to this part, it's like, hi. And I just had something fall.
We just relax after we get by all this stuff that we have to talk
about. And really,
about.
our names today are Sassy and Grumpy, because I told her she was awful sassy, and she told me I was grumpy, and I am a little grumpy. I don't know why, but
I don't know why I'm sassy.
And if you noticed at the beginning, our intro was a little different, and what else is a little different?
Yes, we have shirts. Stitching with my bestie.
And we aren't trying to mimic Chelsea and Priscilla, but when we wore their shirts last week, it was so nice to know what we were going to put on.
We know why they have the shirts. That's why we have our shirts now.
And we are going to be going on a road trip the next time that we video. So
we're going to New Orleans to our LNS. It's called Accents and Stitches in Metairie.
Yep.
And so we were going on October the 28th?
28th, I believe.
Saturday. So if anybody who lives in the area would like to join us there, it's the 26th, actually.
26th.
We'd like to join us there and be on our video for a few seconds, because we're going to do a little bit.
We should be there around noon.
Yeah, but we're going to go on the way. We're going to stop at another place just to do a little filming and talking. And then when we get there, we're just going to video and introduce you to the shop owners and talk about, show you the shop.
Yeah.
And so we're excited, and I get to pick up my framed piece from them. So I'm really excited.
That's the
26th, Saturday, October the 26th.
Maybe my sampler will be ready by then. I don't know.
That would be exciting.
Yes, it will.
So anyway, if you're anywhere in the area, if you want to get a day out, and then we'll get to meet you, and we can, if you're close enough, you might want to come to our stitching group that we're going to start, which we decided we were going to start in January. So if you are interested,
it'll probably be like at a library or someplace public, and we'll stay. We'll probably do it on a Saturday, because we don't want people driving late at night. I mean, around here, it's not like we're a little suburb. We're in the Hicks. When you come in to visit, come to town, you got a ways to go, and you're going over at Chapel Eyes and everything else. So anyway.
So so we're going to start that in January. So if you're interested, just we have an email in our drop down. Just email us, give us your information, either an email address, a phone number, however you want us to contact you. And when we get everything organized and find a place to do it, and we know we're going to do it in January, we will send out information on that to everybody who sends us their email or their phone number. So, okay. So questions. So we had one question that I found in our thing, and it was from Julia W. And she was asking, do you always use one thread on 18 count Aida? And our answer to that is we usually use two unless the pattern calls for one thread. And it just makes it like, for example, Olga's Tart that I showed y'all last time that I finished, that called for one thread. It just makes it a little bit more delicate. If you
wanted to look older, or if you wanted to look
because they used to stitch more with one thread on higher counts. So So that was one answer. And then we had a comment from Tina M. about the get-together, which we just answered. And then
I would like to say that I did not know the person's name that I spoke to last time because I couldn't remember it because and her name is Suzanne, and I am so sorry because she posts the most beautiful pictures on Facebook, and I see her all the time.
So then we had another comment from Lisa Brown, and we just cracked up at this one because she said that her kids are picking on her because she's using us in conversations like she knows us, and that, like she's one of our besties, and you are one of our besties if you watch us.
And I read that, and then I thought, or is she saying, she said y'all like she's using the word y'all. So, like,
I don't know. That's what I got out of it.
Anyway.
And then one other thing that really cracked me up was from Diane W. And she said that we're like people are always saying when Gary and Vanna from Fiber Talk, that Fiber Talk made me buy it. And she said the besties made me buy it. So I just thought that was funny. I hate that. I mean, we like to buy stuff. I don't know what else to say.
Maybe we buy more than we do, but today we're going to show a lot.
Yes.
So we've got a lot.
We have a lot to show you today
because
we have decided to show you our whips in progress and our kitted up. So it's might be a little bit long today because I have a lot of whips. Tina doesn't have a lot of whips.
No.
So because I did Stitch Mania, and I've 3 times, and I've done what's the one in May? Yeah, Stitch Mania, and I've also done 24 Hours of Cross Stitch. So I'm bad about us being a serial starter. So
which that's a very good channel if you haven't watched it. Anyway, another thing about the questions and comments, the most votes were for the red frame.
Yes, I saw that. But, that doesn't mean they're right.
I told you she was sassy. And we got YouTube. The question we ask is, where did you find us? How did you find us?
Yes.
And it was YouTube. So Grateful was a lot. And then there were a lot of other floss tubers. And
so we were excited to know that we were recommended by YouTube, for one. And then that we had a lot of shout outs from other floss tubers that.
And one thing that Amy
Loves Toads.
Yeah, she does. She said she wants to be our bestie, and she is, and all of y'all are our besties. So anyway, I'm just thankful for this group of people, because other people walk in my house and I'll show them these antique samplers or show them something. They're like, yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's not. Well,
I've
had a lot of comments from friends from like high school or that I have been close to in the past or things like that that said that it's exciting to see them us stitching again, and they're interested. And then I've had a couple of people who started stitching that comment on my Instagram and stuff, so that's fun. But really and truthfully, my kids think it's not really my kids so much, but people think it's funny that that we talk so much about floss, cross stitching. So it's nice. We appreciate y'all.
We do. And it's weird. I'll think about them during the week. If I'm like, I haven't seen Jerry from the Yankee Creek lately. I wonder what's going on with her. Or you just think about people. Anyway,
yeah, you just get where you feel like you kind of know them.
And one thing that I thought was amazing. I say one thing a lot, don't I?
But that's okay.
Thank you. Thank you. I was about to say it again, but I'm not. I have not been able to catch Beck and Nicole down under with Darvana Lee Designs. They have a Flosstube channel. Then they have sewing, and on Friday mornings at 10 o'clock, they do a Friday finishing class or video. So it was 7 p.m. on Thursday night here, and it was 10 o'clock in a.m. on Friday. And we were able to chat back and forth, and I just couldn't wrap my mind around that. And then just right before we came on, I found out that where I was born and raised for the first 6 years. Somebody lives there, and she was at the retreat, and she's going to be at the next retreat.
Really
so I am so excited.
You're
going to
love her. She's very sweet.
Well, she came from Missouri.
Well,
She just couldn't.
There you go.
Yeah. And we have one condolences for Marlene with Stitching by the Lake. Her Aunt Joyce was called on home, and we wanted to let her know that we've been praying for her. We were sorry to hear about that.
Very sorry.
Shout outs. I'm going to go through this quick. Watching new to me was Stitching with the Sisterlies, and it is Colleen and Cheryl, and Colleen is the older sister, just like Geana is the older one of us.
By, 7 days?
But you're still older. And then Cheryl's been the long-time stitcher, and they love their fur babies, and they have a great channel, and Cheryl just got back from Hawaii and had beautiful panels and things, so that's a good one to go to. If you have not watched Carolyn with the Stash Sisters out in Arizona, she went to Tanya Brockmeyer's home, who is the Scarlet House designer.
Oh, wow.
And all those beautiful, beautiful samplers, a wonderful interview. Great. So if you haven't watched it, go watch her most recent video. She takes you on the road trip. Lynette with Homesteading on the Home Front has an original piece called Jessie Robertson.
It was exciting to watch that.
And she reproduced it. I don't know how these people do that. And she has gifted it to everyone.
Yes.
She made a Google Docs file, so all you have to do is go in the drop down and load it, and I can't wait to stitch it. And that was just so sweet, and we thank you very much.
So do go to her Homesteading on the Home Front, because she did ask us, everyone, not to share the actual pattern ourselves, that she wants you to go to the, and she did say it was for a limited time. It won't be there forever, so if you're interested, go look at it, watch her thing, and go ahead and print it, because it's really,
or download it.
It's a Scottish sampler, she decided, and it's really pretty.
And Cheryl McKinney from Tranquil Stitches has put together another collaboration. Have you watched any of those?
I don't think so.
They do another designer spotlight where she picked 10 people and asked them to tell their 3 favorite designers.
I did watch that.
And Java Girl Stitches, I think that's all she does. Have you seen? Oh my gosh, she did a tour of.
I watched another girl who did one.
But if you go to, that's who I watched first, and then if you go to the drop down, it lists all of them. And if you go to Cheryl's page or channel, there's creepy music, and there's a little trailer that she showed. How about you? Did you have any
I'll
shout
just do
outs?
one, because I really enjoyed Nicole's needlework, and she I just love all of her projects, but I especially love her samplers, and I really love samplers. I've always stitched samplers from the time I started. I think the first thing I did was a sampler. First I did some little cherries to learn how to cross stitch. My sister taught me, and then after that. But I really enjoyed her. So that's somebody that I recommend that you watch. Yeah. I watch a lot of other ones, but that's one I
mean, you just go down the rabbit hole when you watch one, and you go to
exactly.
another one, or if I'm in the middle of stitching and before I look up, it goes to the next one in 1 second, and it's like, okay, I'll watch that. And we got some happy mail. This is from, you hadn't seen these. This is from.
She always surprises me.
Cynthia with Stitching in the Light. Her daughter, Sophia, was selling these, and I bought one because I wanted to support her, and I wanted a scissor fob, and I thought it was really cute. And then she sent us this really pretty card with a nice note on the back.
Got it.
And she said, here is for our support, and she said, here's one for your bestie.
Oh, she's so sweet.
And she's supposed to be putting some out at Halloween. Christmas. So
I'll have to check it out.
Thank you very much.
I didn't know about that. These are cute.
So you got an unexpected happy.
Thank you.
Now we're going to start with our whips. Okay.
Now remember, Tina's got a few. I have a lot of whips.
Yeah.
And basically we were just doing all the whips that we have in progress, we're just going to show you.
It helped us to get. It helped me to get organized, to get everything together.
Yeah, to figure out
kind of group of where am I, what, because it was getting like, you know, it was like my hair. It was kind of getting big.
So we took 2 weeks to look at all of our stuff and see what we had whips and what we had kitted up.
All right. There are 2 whips that I have, that you've seen, that I have done nothing on, that I haven't touched. But since I talked or found out there's somebody from Sykeston, where I grew up, the letters from Papaw, I have done nothing. So this is the same place, but I might just jump on the bandwagon and go to stitching away on this. Especially since I decided I'm not going to do that.
Now, what is this? This is Color and Cotton?
This is Color and Cotton.
And we bought that when we went to the Silver Needle, right?
Mm-hmm. This is Color and Cotton, 18 count.
Okay.
And nothing on that one, but that is a whip I have. My next, nope, that's when I started. My next whip.
You have one right here.
Yeah. I have one there.
You have quite a few.
Oh, another one I've done nothing to is my
your
Fractor Welcome. And it is in the same place.
It's so pretty.
That it was. And so, and that's on the Ada that came with it.
The kit,
The kit.
Because she was using a kit.
Yep.
And she actually bought the magazine too.
Yep. We're going to try to keep this in some kind of order because it's a hot mess when we finish with these videos. All right, now.
It takes us a while to clean up
afterward. Here is my whip, and I took a photo because I really like, I believe it's Cheryl McKinney that does it, and I've seen other people do it where they drop in and say, here's a photo of what it looked like before
And this is what,
this is what it looks like now.
We're going to try to start doing that.
We're going to try to start doing that.
This is so pretty.
But this is where I've gotten on Books of the Bible, and this is on Fabric Flare, 16 count, I believe.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's 16 count Fabric Flare.
And you're using all DMC.
And I'm using all DMCs, the little
Yep.
braided DMCs.
So pretty.
I really love having that braided, but I don't like having to sit and kit it up because I want to start stitching as soon as I can. My next one, which I don't know if I told you, but the image would be back there, and so I'm going to drop an image in now, hopefully, to show you where this one is. And this one,
so pretty.
Oh, I'm going to
move this off.
Okay, I'm going to
here
just go along with Teresa, the kitten stitcher. She says, you know, it makes it unique, and she's just not going to worry about it if something's not perfect. And I am really learning. If you want to learn to stitch on something other than this is what I'm talking about.
And I'm going to do this one. I just love this.
This is the one that I saw on Farm Girl. And this is what I've gotten done to him. And he looked really white, but if you look on the photo, he's really white.
Yeah, he is.
But trying to move around on this, counting on here, the 8 is so easy for me, so I'm just trying. But that's where I am on that one. And that goes in here. Then I started a new one when I was going through everything. We saw this when we went to the Silver Needle, and I just love this. This is the Moira Blackburn, These Three Things.
Which I have this one too, but I'm not started.
It was kitted. We bought this from Bothy Threads.
Yeah. Bothy Threads.
Yeah. And so this is what I have the start on.
So
Let's
pretty.
see if it's in straight. Somebody did ask, I think.
And this was a kit, so all the thread and the fabric and everything was in there.
Everything came kitted up. And somebody asked, I think, why were our things so nice and neat? What did we stitch on, or how did we hold it in place? Because we would take it off and iron it so that it would look nice for you. But this is somebody that's new to stitching, and we do use hoops.
And,
we use we stitch it in
I
hand.
use totally
Q-snaps.
Q-snaps, or I stitch in hand a little bit. I don't stitch in hand a lot.
Right. So those are the only whips. I have one other whip that was in progress, and that was I called it my running chicken. And
she finished that. So
I
we're
finished
show
that, so
that
I will show that. But I'm going to go into now what are our stitch alongs, our SALs, which is #Bestie Cinnamon Stars. And I had not started this the last time. This is by Plum Street Samplers. And here's the pattern, and we are so excited. We've got quite a few. 2 Martini Stitcher is stitching along with us, and I know there's some other folks that are stitching along with us, and we're really excited about that. And here's another one that I bought.
Yeah, let me show my cinnamon. Oh yeah.
This is on 34 count, 32 count. Mocha. I can't remember the name of it. It's going to be over here, but I bought, and this is where I have gotten. And this is a Q-snap, and the Q-snap's underneath, and what this is it's called a grime guard. Even though I wash my hands, seems like over here on this side a lot of times, because that's where I hold it, I can see a little mark sometimes when I take it off. So I did start using a grime guard. And there's tons of videos out there, if you sew, that show you how to make them. And if not, they're on Etsy. Just type in grime guards, and there's a lot of people out there that make them. So that's where I am on that one.
Here's where I am on mine.
Oh, good.
So I'm working on the house right now, and I'm using Picture This Plus Ren 8 and 16 count for my fabric. And my threads, I'm using a lot of DMC, and we just kind of picked some different ones, like on the house and stuff like that, for the overdyed, and I'm actually doing my fence in overdyed. But most of it is DMC.
Well, it was just really, I wish I could find.
Don't let me forget, I just dropped my
That
magnet.
was 32 count Geana mocha that I stitched that on. And I'm going to tell you, I learned doing this. The house, I'm not going to get real close in here because this is like a hot mess up here. This side, there's a couple that didn't meet up just perfectly, but once I got into a rhythm over here and just started counting, I believe it was Country Stitchers that answered one of my questions one time and taught me just 1, 2 over, 1, 2 up. And then you'll see the 2 threads this way. It kind of makes like a tic-tac-toe. So this side's much better. So I mean, it's just, if you want to do it.
When I was stitching my white, I added a stitch in there, one too many. Whenever I went all the way over.
To see the difference in the two?
I went all the way over here to the edge. You're supposed to do one less than the roof, so I'll just have to add another stitch on the roof.
And I love stitching on Aida. I'll probably always stitch on Aida, but I have several, especially Shakespeare's Peddlers. There's a couple samplers that I want to do, and you can't do it on Aida because of the alphabet. So that's why I'm trying to get familiar before I jump on those. Our next SAL is #Bestie Quilting Bee, and that is Little House Needleworks Orchard Valley Quilting Bee. Did you decide if you're going to change yours to Zachary?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
That's the pattern. I think I'm going to, but.
And this is where I have gotten. We had talked about trying to do 1 block a month, so that in a year, I think,
better than I am, so
it would be done. Well,
but I'm going to talk about that in a minute.
Okay. All right. Oh, I'm off.
Here, I'll hold it for you.
Thank you. This is where I got, and my sweet bestie.
It's so cute.
Sent me that on how to do Geana and Tina, and I've decided when I go to the other side and do the others, I'm gonna add initials throughout, because we did have
I think I'm gonna do initials.
A lot of ladies that were in my quilting bee before I went to work full time that we met with twice a month, and I miss them so much.
And here's mine. I haven't done hardly anything else except for finish working on her dress some more since the last time, so it's really not. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to finish stitching this on this fabric.
Is that fiddler's claw?
Yes, I hate it.
Okay.
I started
this is
it. I should never.
Picture this plus Twinkie fabric.
Yes.
But I am getting
I
kind
love
of used
it now.
if I stitch in
the more
hand,
I stitch on it, the more I like it. But I just hate this fiddler's cloth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this and make this into a little pillow, and then I'm going to start the whole thing over again since I've only done this one square, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stitch it on. I'm going to get, when we go to New Orleans, I'm going to get a big piece of fabric to stitch it on.
And
so that's one of my goals. So.
Tell you something else that helped me was when I did these flosses and I braided them and I put them on here. Any numbers that are up to 1,000. I have over on this side, and then I put another ring that has all the thousands, like 3,000, 30, 33, 62. So that way I know instead of having so many on one ring, and that was just a tip.
And this is how I do mine.
Woo-hoo!
I put little tags, and I put the number and the symbol, and I just love it. It just works perfect for me.
Okay. So that's,
people like things different. You have to figure out what works for you.
Yes, that's why I like you, because you're so different.
So I'm different.
You're different, all right. Is this mine or yours? This is mine. Guess we're going to have to start writing our name on everything, because I've had several things kind of. Okay. So now you get to go with, you've got more whips.
Okay. This is one, I think, my oldest whip, so I'm going to show you this real quick. This is the March
Here, let me
Cottage.
do those.
March Cottage, and this is where I am on it. And I actually tea-dyed this fabric. This was the first thing I ever tea-dyed. Now, I will tell you what happened, too. I bought frames like the one Tina's got for mine. Well, apparently Tina stitched hers on 16 count and I stitched mine on 14 count. And the frames are too small. So I'm going to finish the 14 counts and buy one bigger frame for those, and then I'm going to switch over to 16 count and use the 4 frames I've already bought that I'll fit into.
I think they're 8x8s.
No, yours are 6x6s.
But they do sell 8x8s.
So I'm going to buy one 8x8 because they're more expensive than the 6x6s, and I'm going to change my fabric to 16 count and make them smaller. So
why am I petting your thread?
I don't know. I've already stitched 2 or 3 on the 14 count. So, but that's my March one.
All right, give it here. I'll bag that up.
All right.
You put the next one there. She's on a roll.
This is something that I've actually been working on this week that I showed y'all last week.
That is a baby project bag. Just saying.
Which is this.
Oh, you have worked on this?
Yes. Let me pull
Great.
it out. Let me pull the one I didn't.
This
Of course, the one I didn't pull my
Country
Q
Cottage
snap
Needleworks.
off.
Be
See,
thankful.
I do have it in a Q snap. Let me pull it off real quick so you
Have
can
y'all
see
found
it.
that the older you get, the harder it is to grip things with your hands?
Yep, I got arthritis, so. And they're going to see how wrinkled it is.
That's all right.
It's just an example.
Look how cute that kitty face
That's one of the
is.
first that I ever bought.
Oh yes, that's going to be so pretty. Do you
So
know
I
you're gonna-
finished that pumpkin that's completed over here, and I did all this up here over, and then that line. So, and I finished the wording. So now I have 1.5 pumpkins and the bottom scroll left, and I'm done.
Give it here, and you go on to the next
All
one.
right. All my little bags.
I am grateful I have you to do this with me, because I watch people that are doing it by themselves. That's a lot of work. It is
really
nice
is.
having you, even though you can be sassy sometimes.
You love me because I'm sassy.
You think that's why?
There you go. This is when I started. I'm doing this whole series with my sister, and I've showed you before the summer one.
Little House Needleworks.
And this is how far I got on it.
Oh, I love I bought that same
and I love
cloth,
this
that
fabric.
spice.
This fabric. It is a little harder to stitch on because it's dark, but it's so, I mean, I just love it.
So pretty.
So I'm excited to work on this. My sister was supposed to start this with me, and she's didn't like her fabric, so she's going this week to get more. And so I'm not working on that anymore until she gets her fabric and we get caught up. Oh, I'm sorry. I did say that was my oldest, that March one. This is actually my oldest whip. I started this in last December.
This
which I've stitched one of these before in an older version.
Janlin Needlework.
And it's a kit.
A Virtuous Woman. I was with you when you bought this.
I love it.
You were so excited to find that. Oh, that's gorgeous.
And then here's how far I've gotten on it. But I have not actually worked on it.
Want me to hold it?
That's how the whole thing looks, and you can probably go up closer.
Wow, what size Q-snap is that?
It's like a 14 by 17, I think. It's huge. So it is big to work on, but...
I like big frames and I cannot lie. Sorry.
So that's my oldest actual whip. And this is one that we started, we got when we went to the Silver Needle, and it's not much to it, so you can just show it together.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like that. Is that how
this
it
is
goes?
the first time I've stitched on linen in these two kits
and
that I'm showing
Barb
you.
and Kim. Wasn't it Kim? What am I? My mind
Barb
just Barb and they're table mates.
Oh yeah, not Kim.
No, I can see her. She was so pretty. She had long.
I can't think of her
she
name
had,
right now.
Oh, she's gonna get us.
We'll think about it later. We weren't prepared, but anyway.
They were so nice, and they helped us.
So that's
teach us.
That's one I started, and then this is the second one I started when we were there that I did a little bit on. But this is the only 2 times I've ever stitched on linen, and so I want to actually finish these, and I'm going to start stitching on some linen.
Look how nice they did our bags.
Yeah.
I mean, these things were kitted up. These are treats. These people are too much. How nice they are. Oh, get back over here.
And this is my other one that I started, which I know it doesn't look like much, but for me to even stitch on linen, yeah. So this one is called, it's a flower fob. You know, I can't wait. It's good, and they have all the stuff in these kits to finish in the way that they show them on the front. And it's by Heart and Hand. Both of those were, was the other one from Heart and Hand? Yeah, they were both from Heart and Hand.
They both were.
I really love her stuff too. I do buy a lot of her things. The designer.
Oh, wait, what happened up there? Oop. Excuse us. Uh-oh. Okay. Now we're a little cattywampus.
Okay, I'm going to try to get through this quickly. This is something I started for Stitch Mania in May. I didn't do very much on it. When I started some stuff for Stitch Mania, and I do have, I just kind of stitched for maybe 30 minutes, and then I was working on the sampler, the thing I'm going to pick up from the LNS. So all I did was work on start the cat's ears. But this is something that my friend Fiona and I have both bought, and we're going to stitch together. She's my friend I taught to stitch.
The white cat.
Yeah. So there's that.
All right.
Here's the thread. This is my thread.
What a nice holder. Where'd you get that?
I bought them on Amazon. This is actually something I've worked on this week, and I've showed y'all before. And it's my first sampler for my youngest grandson. And it is stitched on
Heart and Hand, Moon, and back.
Yeah. Let me find. I wrote down what I'm stitching it on. I think it's called, it's 16 count French lace, and I don't remember who actually sells it.
Weigert. It's got that red line, I think.
I don't know if that's her. I think that might be her
serger
that did that.
True.
But this is what it looks like. This is how far I've gotten. So I'm almost halfway done with this. It's been a really, quick stitch. I do have to do a couple of birds that are flying in there, but I need some, and I'm waiting for some green thread to finish that globe. So that's that. Goes in here. Thank you. And here's a blackbird design. I
feel like Chelsea and Priscilla today. You know how they just...
That's right. We're just whipping through this.
This is the first time, and it'll probably be the last time till next year. Theirs is a regular.
This one's called Rose Garden. And I'll tell you, it's been a little bit challenging, but now that I'm doing stuff on my iPad, I think I'm going to be able to work on this more.
And I said,
if you look at the
good reader to load for your iPad, but also good notes, and also you can use your notes pad.
So I haven't done much, and then there's the pattern right there. It's roses.
Pretty.
So, all right.
I didn't know Blackbird Design had them that small.
Yeah, they have a lot of little pillows, little smalls.
I'll tell you about the stuff online, the apps.
This one's called Welcome Spring.
Oh, I've seen a lot of people do that. It's so pretty. By Brenda Gervais.
Yeah, I love Brenda Gervais. She's one of my favorites. And I've been dying to stitch this, but I just started it too late in the spring, and so, hold on, I just lost my needle. I don't know where it went. I guess you'll better look on the floor before we leave. So that's how much I've done on that. And that's another start from Stitch Mania.
So there was Stitch Mania and then Stitch 9.
And then 24 hours of cross stitch. So Stitch 9 is whenever you stitch 9 things in that year. You finish 9 of your
darts. Where's the, no, I was looking, did you have, oh, thank you.
Okay, and this one is My Sheep Hear My Voice.
And here it is. Little House Needleworks.
And
My Sheep.
This is where I'm at on it. And I haven't stitched on this since the last time I showed y'all either.
Oh. Pretty. Whoop. I think you saw it.
Saw what?
This, it went sideways on me, but they saw it. You do have some whips.
All right, this is Autumn.
Oh. So each book is different for each season?
Yeah, each season it adds on to the sampler. So right now I've done a little bit of Autumn. I haven't really done much. I've done the Y and the H and the I.
I should have brought my little clippies.
And then Winter will be next, which is all kitted up in here. I'm just going to show you instead of saying, oh, this is it, not kitted. This is Winter. So that'll be the last part of it. Right there.
Pretty. Now are these in the same bag?
Yeah,
or
everything
two
goes together. I just put it all in one bag, and I'm working on it as it goes. So I'll do Autumn, and then I'll finish Winter on the same. This is a hot mess.
I don't want to hit the screen again.
I did not iron anything this time. I just am showing you. Okay, so this is what I'm doing right here, is this whole thing. It is Lizzie Kate, and it's called Merry Christmas, and each letter spells Merry Christmas. If you see down here, it says Merry now, and then after I finish this one, I'll start on the Christmas part. And so
this is Ada's Weigert 16.
It's 16 count, and it's I want to say maybe Legacy. I don't really know.
Heartland.
Either Heartland or Legacy. I don't remember which one.
All right.
Okay. Almost done with the whips.
Turn.
This one I'm almost finished with, y'all.
Oh, look how pretty.
I'm so
I haven't
excited.
seen, I love this fabric. This is Ada Zweigert. Do you know what color?
It came as a kit, like I bought it all together, so I'm really not sure. But when I got it, they had it. And so that's it right there. It's called Heart of America. Oops. Just throw it in there.
All right, here it is.
See, I like to have, I have a USA one that I put on there when I'm stitching on my patriotic stuff.
Very pretty.
And of course, y'all have seen Sunflower Inn, which I haven't done anything on because I need to rip out all the yellow in it. Here, you put that on there. This is Sunflower Inn. You see how bright the yellow is. And I stitched it with the called for color, and it's just so dull. I just don't even, it's not the same. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to use Queen Bee for my yellow. Yeah. So that's going to be a project where I'm going to have to sit there and frog all that. The frog will be at my house for a while. All right.
Can I have a sip of my coffee?
Yeah, I showed you this last week. And we did get a comment. I don't remember who it was who commented on there and said, I think it might have been.
So pretty. This is Blackbird?
Yeah, this is Blackbird, and it's called Darling Buds of May. And then here's how much I finished on it.
And let me find the front of the book so they know which book it came from.
Is that right side up? Yeah, Darling Buds of May. It's just the beginning of it. That's the first bud, and then a little.
And it's from the Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer Day book. That's what it came in.
Okay. And then my last whip is this one here I've showed you before, which I really need to finish.
Now y'all just think about this.
Summer.
She didn't really start till like what, last August?
No, I started in, did my first thing in October last year, which is a little, tiny little Halloween, turkey
You've
thing.
been cooking with gas.
I know. And then this is the Summer ABC one. And as you see, I have a huge amount of fabric because I was actually going to stitch the fall one on there too, the autumn, but I just decided not to. So I need to finish this one. All right, that's all my whips. Whips. I had a couple more, but I finished them, so I'm excited to show you. I'll finish this.
Well, you show your finish because I do not have, I have one fully finished, and that's it.
Mothers, I did finish this. I have not stitched these little hearts yet, but that's my next project. And the only thing I have to do on here is find some buttons because I couldn't find them at my L&S, so I'm just going to look for some buttons.
What color do you need?
Pink.
Oh, I've got
buttons.
tons of pink buttons in my room, my sewing room.
So, and then I finished this, which you saw from Tina last time. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you did that over 24 hours of cross stitch?
Yep, this is what I finished. I started it, pretty much started it. I had a little bit up here done, but I did this whole thing. And I stitched. And then the other thing I haven't ever showed y'all before is actually the spring ABCs. My sister and I stitched this I started it in March and finished it in April. And it's actually finished.
Oh, how are you going to fit?
I have this something I bought to finish these on. And so I need to.
Can you see that?
I guess you'll have to show it in pieces. Like there's the beginning.
I saw Cynthia on Stitching in the Light. She bought a tall stand that was actually a welcome stand.
That's what I'm putting mine on.
Okay.
I got it at Hobby Lobby and it was actually on sale when I got it. I only paid like $11 for it. And
I love the bunnies.
It's red and it's got a rooster, I think, on the top. And I'm going to spray paint it white though.
Hers is white.
Yeah, she probably spray painted it. So that's all that.
All right.
That I finished.
Oh, this goes to one of yours. I missed that one. We'll
find it.
We'll find it. All right, I have one fully finished, and it is my chicken run. Is that Brenda Gervais?
Yes.
Okay, and I will insert a photo to let you see what it looked like last time, and I finished it. Now, before I show this to you, I did not come up with this idea. This was Deb with Country Stitchers had some chickens seen, and she did it like this.
So pretty.
And I decided I had my husband cut a piece of wood and put some chicken wire.
And I love how it's like.
And I didn't know how to put the cording around there, but I just had those little tiny pins because I didn't want to put glue that close to it. And I asked Geana, and I just decided to back it with a piece of the red fabric.
Yeah, I really love it with the red fabric. It just made it pop.
Oh, it's so cute. Anyway,
so pretty.
That's my
wonders of texting and FaceTime.
This is true.
That's how we do things because we live 30 minutes away from each other, so we don't always get to. This is pretty much when we see each other. When we do this.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Most of the time.
We talk pretty much daily, but and something else that is the most awesome thing. I think I'm going to buy about 4 of these because I'm afraid they're going to quit making them. I have a list in the back when I loan out patterns to someone. I put their name.
Like me.
Uh-huh.
Is my name back there a lot?
It is. And then in the front, I had when we started our Flosstube channel, which was July 23rd, was when we first published it. And look, and I didn't start until December. So I have everything written down in there, and it's just so nice to be able to go back and tell you exactly what was what, the fabric, and I guess now we are ready to go. Let's see, that was the kit it up. The kit it up.
Kit it up. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to show y'all what I have kitted up after all those weeks.
Okay. This is what
I love to start.
My plan. I know you do. And
I'm not a good finisher.
I had bits and pieces.
Here so I go again doing that.
We love to laugh at each other. I'm like, well, I'm always over here like this, and you're over here like this. And okay, but you know what? Here's one of my favorite things. She's gonna like this because you know you love my Southern isms. Yes. I just love her like biscuits and gravy. I just thought that was
she
so
loves
cute.
Biscuits and gravy.
I do.
Let me tell you.
When we
on our trip, that's all she
I wanted, and we left in time to get there to the little local place, and we walked in. They said, "We're not making biscuits and gravy anymore." And then we didn't pass any.
I mean, we tried to get her. We didn't get her biscuits and gravy until almost home.
And I had it all over. It was so good. I love white gravy and biscuits. Okay.
And we actually went to Cracker Barrel to get her biscuits and gravy, and we had to leave because they wouldn't serve us. You knocked that camera again.
Oh.
Let me straighten it.
Thank you.
Sorry, y'all. We're having some issues today.
I tell you,
still not any better.
Well, y'all just, there we go.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, what I did was I just pumped. Is that? Cut that out. Okay, I punched out these little pieces and I stuck them in each one of my bags so that I'd know this is 16 AL, picture this plus fabric. And I have everything is cut, serged, the floss, look at this floss. I saw a lady doing this at the retreat in the Silver Needle. And it's from, it's Pretty Pumpkins. Look at how gorgeous.
Beautiful.
But I am not going to do...
Their faces?
No, there's not any faces, I don't think. That's
oh, okay.
I don't think I'm going to do the green underneath because the way I plan on finishing it. So, but this is the fabric
very
here.
Pretty.
And
very pretty.
Look, I mean, who would have ever thought pink on a pumpkin? All right, so I'm going to pass these to you and you put them in there. My next one is, I want to do this so bad. And I'm not, I mean, I don't have anything against cats.
Oh, don't even. That's
but
my favorite
I am
pattern.
the dog person. I love dogs, little lap dogs. And this is the Cat and Mouse by Kathy Barrett.
I love it.
Look at that. I just fell in love when I saw that. So I have this kitted up ready to go. And look how it's going to be small. I thought it was going to be bigger than that, but this is 18 count country mocha Zweigert. Yeah.
You could have made it bigger.
Well, I want to put this on my desk at work. I don't have a lot of room, but so that's kitted up and ready to go. Okay.
I got it.
Thank you. My next one,
Love
I
cat
hope
mouse.
y'all are
I
enjoying
am definitely
this.
a cat person.
I guess now we're really enabling you. But I did decide that I'm going to just stick with these bags because then I can spend more money on fabric and on charts. So my next one is, I wanted to start this week, but I didn't. It's the Little House Needlework, Home of a Needleworker Squared. And I had, this is my fabric, 28 count Monaco that I tea and coffee dye.
Very pretty.
And I got the fancy floss, and that's what's going to go together there.
Very pretty.
So
I like that one.
I can't wait to start that one. Is this mine that I'm getting ready to show again? Or I unzipped all these, so hopefully it would help. Oh, these are, I have 4 more to do. And I wrote down the size and what count I wanted to do. But these are my my cottages.
She needs to do January.
And this is going to be my January. And that fabric is
April and May.
This
is January.
Picture this plus, yeah, Haunted Ada.
Very
but I thought
pretty.
that would be pretty, especially with this white. Look how that white's going to pop on there.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, there's that. My next one, do you have this many?
I have more than that.
Oh, okay. This is another Kathy Barrick bee study. And
I'm not proud.
Okay. My grandpa.
We have a lot of the same patterns. The funny thing is that we've kitted up different stuff. I have the houses. I have this one. I have the squared.
And the reason I'm doing this is because
pretty.
my grandpa was a beekeeper, and I've got his journals from back in the 30s. And I want to.
What fabric is this?
That's an Ada.
Oh look.
It's
ivory. It's just ivory Ada. It's really pretty.
Okay. Oh, and I need to start this one soon. This is Live Within
I have
Your...
that one too.
Do you? Did you buy that when we were up there?
No, I bought it after we got home.
All right. Well, here this is. It came with the velvet for the finishing in the back.
You have all the finishing. I don't think I do.
I decided I'm going to do it on this. And I think that will be pretty. I love those
colors.
colors.
So
Look at those
pretty.
colors.
Yeah.
And this is 16
Beautiful.
count mellow. Picture this plus. And
Very
it came
pretty.
with the Lady Dots Creates Mother Love.
And the
pins.
backing. It's
and the
so
backing.
pretty.
So
Very
that's
pretty.
ready to go. These are my goals for. I'll probably start. I don't know when I'm going to start them. I have got to finish some.
Probably next year.
Some this year. And when I heard this, I've always, and I'm sure everybody's, done the. Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the door, and there's all the people. Anyway, when I saw this, I had to do this for my grandkids. I want this like they're going to fight over my work. Here's the church.
Very pretty.
And there's the colors. And
So
this
you're
is
doing DMC on here.
16 count Rocky Road.
Very pretty.
Picture no, this is Weigert.
Yeah.
Is this picture?
No.
No. Anyway.
It's not Twinkie
Spongy
fabric.
Twinkie fabric. All right. My next one is I borrowed from Geana. She's finished this. This is the pumpkin alphabet.
I just love that.
I decided
I did that with the very first.
You did this kind of on a lighter color than I did. This is silk.
Very pretty.
And this is 16 count gingerbread by Picture This Plus. And I think that's going to really be pretty. You did it with 3 strands, and I think I'm going to do it with 2.
My carrot was darker than this too, I think. Carrot cake.
I have 3 of them. This
Well,
would be my
remember,
first.
I used 3 strands, so I needed 2.
Yeah, this would be my first
So I
time to
told
work
her to
with
buy it
silks.
at least. They're so nice. I use this carrot cake in the October one that I just did. I changed some of the colors in my October because I didn't have the DMC that it called for.
6 more. Oh, this one I just fell on. I really think right now you can't see it, but I have a plate up here about give thanks, but I think I'm going to frame
That's
this
really pretty, yeah.
and put this up here, but I'm doing it on a different color fabric. I'm doing it the same color green that I'm doing my grandpa's, and I think these colors are going to look really nice on it.
Oh yeah, it's going to make them pop.
And this is, oh, I don't have the little...
Picture this. This is
Oh,
color
here
and
it is.
cotton.
This is color and cotton, 18 count.
Yeah, I can tell I can just tell their fabric. Color and cotton's fabric.
Okay.
Just like I can tell the picture of this plus.
And I can't wait to do this. I'm kind of getting in the stitchy mood for some Christmas things. I bought this at Silver Needle. They may still have, I mean, you can get them anywhere.
Yeah, I remember
but
that.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And you really can't
Yeah, you
see.
need to
This
see it.
is by,
And I bet it's going to be so much prettier than the photo.
oh, yeah, they didn't
Sometimes
have
photos
a
don't do
model there, but
justice.
thistles. But look at how the tree is made.
And it's on a little stick. It's so
I wanted it to, it's on this, which is an old
cute.
spool or bobbin. And I bought this from Teresa.
Kogut?
Shakespeare, Shakespeare's
Kogut.
Peddler.
Teresa Kogut.
Shakespeare's Peddler.
Teresa. Oh, I'm sorry. Teresa.
See how sassy she is looking at me? All right, but these are the colors. And this is Wish Meadow by Dames of the Needle, 32 count.
So pretty.
But it's going to be a challenge, but I'm going to change the
Look
wording
at this,
down at the bottom.
This blues are even pretty.
Yeah,
That one in
but I
there.
really wanted it to look like the model, so I can't wait to do that. And I don't think it's going to take too long with the house. I have a hard time with the house. My windows always come out wonky. Apparently I'm challenged with my counting. This is the Spice Ada. This is the same thing Geana has. And it is Picture This Plus, 16 count. And I'm going to do my fall autumn ABCs.
Yeah, that's the one I did.
But
Oh,
I'm thinking
so
I'm
pretty.
going to do my alphabet in this color. I don't know. What do you
What
think?
is that? That's the color it calls for it.
Yours was dark.
Oh, it's yeah, if you like it. It's not very fallish, but you need to look at mine again and see.
That means she doesn't agree with my choice, but that's okay.
Well, see, they did the summer in the oatmeal.
Okay. And then this one, woo-hoo, this is Vintage Christmas Sampler from Lori Holt. I got this from the Fat Quarter Shop. Can't wait to do it. And I am going to do this on, I think there's the fabric.
That's
you could
fabric
show them.
there.
This
No?
is fabric.
Is it?
This
No.
is Weigert Country
Weigert.
Mocha Vintage 14 count. The buttons, I have all the buttons that go with it. And I can't show you all the fabric, this is actually the Aurifil cross-stitch thread, and they're all in my bag, all ready to go. So I have all that, and you only need to use one strand of thread
Aurifil.
of Aurifil, and that's equal to 2 or 3. I can't remember how that went. All right, 2 more, folks. My goodness, how long we have been going and going. I hope y'all have
Well, let me
enjoyed
show
it.
you real quick because I'm doing the same one she just showed you, but I'm using this actual fabric, and it is Vintage Country Mocha Tula for
Ooh.
mine.
That's different. What size is
It's
that?
10 count. It's gonna be big,
Yeah.
and which is what they did theirs on. And I'm using the DMC I'm not using their thread. So we'll see how they come out different. It's going to be interesting to see what yours looks like and what mine looks like.
16 count Nessie. Picture this plus. I remember when Priscilla did her house tour, I told Geana, I called her and said, turn it on and go to this, like 18.32 seconds. And I wanted this, and I had no idea, but it was very common. But I was just gotten back to it.
I have this
I love that. And hers was really so pretty. Beautiful, done on there.
Really pretty.
And excuse me for hitting your breastises. Speaking of breastises, I have to go get a mammogram in the morning. Y'all say a prayer for me. I don't like doing that. Okay, and this is my last one, and this
I think I pulled something in my back.
It'll feel better when it quits hurting.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, we gotta get...
Quit banging the table.
Okay, I'm gonna turn you back around.
We just having a day today.
Oh, man. Okay, 18 count Country Mocha Ada. And did I say it wrong?
No, it's just I can't stop laughing.
Okay, and this is...
I'm crying.
Oh,
What was that?
You sound like a cat getting its tail under a rocking chair. Oh, I can't show you the chart. Oh, here it is. Pumpkin spice everything. I want to try to do that really quick.
Very cute.
Yes, and I bought some of the little stuff to go around the edge too from Lady Dots Creates.
Is that it?
Whew, that's me.
Now it's your turn to pull something in your back, but I start handing you stuff.
All right, is this my pile over here and this is your pile over here? All right, look what you did to the camera.
Just hand it back to me. I didn't do that.
She did do it. Okay.
I've showed you this before. I think it was last time. I'm going to show you real quick. It was this Vintage Flowers.
Where's the little orange thing? Oh, here we go. Okay.
And I'm doing it on this.
Oh, that's a pretty color. It's almost purplish. It's bramble. Picture this plus 18 count bramble. I can't wait to go to our L&S this month. I've got a list of some fabric that I want to get.
I have all these threads like twined up and you can't really. I showed them already.
Oh, you showed the chart?
Yeah.
Okay.
And these are the colors.
That looks like
it's a
lot.
It's a lot of thread, but it's not a lot. In other words, you don't use a lot of each one. But I just decided I was going to do DMC, but I said, you know what? I really love this. I want to do it.
Jeanette Douglas.
Yeah.
All right, give that here, and I'll.
Here, I'm going to give you this to put my stuff in, so we don't get them mixed up.
Okay.
There we go. Hold on, let me pull my shirt out.
I have a whole new respect for all you people that do this once a week and you're by yourself, because this is, whew. All right.
Books of the Bible. Tina showed you. I have kitted it up. This is my fabric. I'm so excited. I just think it's going to be so pretty on here.
It looks like an old scroll.
Isn't it beautiful? So I really think, and I'm using the same colors she used, so I really don't need to show you that. But I just love it.
Thank you.
And put that all in that bag. This is another one. We got this kit. And the fabric is, I don't even know what's in here because I haven't opened it. It's linen. So it's a Bent Creek kit. I'm not going to show you anything else out of there. I'm trying to go through these.
32 count vintage mocha linen. Okay.
Okay, and this one I'm going to do for my husband and I. And I'm using Stone Ada, and I'm using DMC colors, except for a couple of
that looks pretty on
this
there.
one right here.
Ooh,
and then
how
all the
pretty
rest
just
of
those three
this.
are.
Oh, all the rest of this is just DMC, and I'll show you that real quick.
I wonder if we put it on the back side, if it would show truer, if it's up against the white. Let me see. I watched Gary was doing Parr. Isn't that his last name, Parr? That
I don't
does
know.
Fiber,
I just know him as Gary. I don't
on
know.
Fiber Talk. He did.
Yeah, that might be better.
He did something up against a white wall. If you put your things up against white, it shows truer. So maybe that'll show. All right. Where did you have that?
In here.
Dang. All right.
I guess that's not trash, is
No,
it?
that would be the gadget of the week, which.
Okay, so this one here, I'm not doing it like this.
This
Okay.
is.
It's Val stuff. You're freaking me out. I'm doing the cat in onyx, and the spider in Gentle Arts Black Licorice. The lettering is going to be in Bing Cherry. Oops. And then the only thing I was debating on was changing the cat to a different color. So I don't know. That's kind of the colors that I'm using for that. And where's the, yeah, there's some little googly eyes. That's the cat eyes.
Can you see them?
All right. And then this one here.
Whose idea was to do all this?
Me. This one is Lizzie Cake's Inspiration Boxer. I cannot count my day complete. And I'm doing it
Fabric
on
and needle meat.
I'm doing it on Heartland Ada.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to hold that on there. And I'm doing it in all DMC colors. And these are the colors it calls for. So, I think it's gonna be pretty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have this is kitted up, except for the fabric, which I need to get when I go to New Orleans next week. I want to get some kind of, I'm sorry, 2 weeks, some kind of ivory.
Oh.
And then I'm just really doing it in all the DMC colors that are called for.
This is Jack's Sweet Shop, the Autumn Tart from Plum Street Samplers.
And I'm just doing it in all DMCs. And it's just, yeah.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Oops. All right, these are some Christmas things I want to do. And I've showed you these before. Show them those, and then I'll show them these.
Well, let me do two at a.
And it's the Snow Place Like Homes set. There's 5 of them. Here's 2 here.
Number 2, number 3.
And here's number 5.
1, 4, and 5. And there are 5 in the...
There's 5 total. I don't know that I'm going to do the one that says there's no place like home. I haven't decided. But I'm doing the other ones. And I'm doing them on this fabric right here. Which I love this fabric.
This is Ada Ancient. Picture this plus. 18 count.
And I'm doing it in DMC and I'm doing it in DMC and here, this is all of it.
We are one class act.
I mean, it's hard to see anything until this is just my plans. And I really would like to do at least one of these for Christmas this year. So I'm going to start working on some Christmas stuff. in the next couple of weeks. I have had this kitted up for so long and have never started it. And when I saw it, I loved it. I need to work on it. And another person I saw who has this is Erin with
Two Martini
Stitchers. She has this pattern too. Maybe her and I'll have to do a stitch along just so I can get it done.
Love that.
And I'm using doubloon Ada and the called for colors. This is all the
picture this
over
plus.
dyed. Yeah.
You know, they've come so far with the Ada. I mean, it's just beautiful.
That's
Over
what
dyed.
somebody said that
And used to, it was white and beige, fiddler's cloth. I think that was about it, or black. Did they even have black back then?
Oh yeah,
They
I
did?
did something on black before. They mostly had white, black, and maybe some fiddler's cloth. And those are the colors. I just think that's beautiful. So I really need to start that. That's one of my ones I want to work on sometime soon. This is the chart.
That goes with this?
No, this is, yeah. It goes in this right here.
Okay.
Just shove it all in there.
Shove it. I can shove it.
All right. And Tina showed you this one, which I have not started, so I'm just going to show you the picture. I have all the same stuff she has.
And I did not know what the word confetti meant, but I am learning with this pattern.
That's funny. This is called The Curious Bunny.
Oh, how pretty, Teresa
And
Kogan.
It's this Tula Ancient fabric. And this is the threads. And
Ooh,
these
that
are
is soft.
dinky dyes.
That's beyond Twinkie.
Wait till you touch these. These
Dinky
are
dyes.
dinky dyes.
Skidamarinky dinky doo. Skidamarinky.
It's all silk and wool, 50-50.
Wow.
And you make it into
man.
like a little bunny. This one's done like this, but she made it into an actual bunny. It was so cute.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
There we go. Dinky dyes.
Here, hold this up closer. It's hard to see that bunny. See that bunny? Look how cute. So yeah.
Tula.
Okay.
Is that a new type of fabric?
It's not really new. I mean, I've seen it before.
Okay.
All right, and then this is the last of the ABCs. This is the winter one. And I bought this as a kit that came with the fabric. So it is Sea Lily Ada. And I'm just doing it for these called for colors. And I'm missing a couple of the colors I didn't put on there yet. Because when I kitted all this up, I didn't have them, but I've bought them since.
Oh, that's going to be pretty.
So yeah, so that's the winter one. So that one, and then one more, believe it or not.
Have y'all seen some stuff today? Are y'all still even there?
Feast of Friendship.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Which I love this one. It's really pretty, but I'm just not going to be able to start it this fall. I've decided, you know, it's asking too
14
much.
count Ada sand.
And then
Zweigert.
I'm doing some called for and some DMC. Mostly
gorgeous
called for.
colors.
Over dyes. All the DMCs are hard to keep on there. But anyways, I think it's really pretty.
Yep.
So I'm excited to start that eventually. But that's probably going to be my next fall project, because I've got too many right now in the thing that I need to work on instead of starting something new.
And no one's ever asked, and you may not even care, but this is a piece of, a lot of times you get it for your children's projects. It's a big piece of board that I got from, I think, the dollar store or either Walmart. It's a thick poster board, and this is just a piece of, actually I serged it together, and it was some extra batting that I had. It's Lori Holt has these. They're I forget what she calls them. They're like project boards, but it's just that little white board. And then I made she's got a tutorial on her Bee in My Bonnet blog, I believe, and I just sewed it up and hot glued it around there, and this thing has been, they are great. A lot of times I just lay my projects when I'm sewing and I'll have them all stacked up. Woo!
Okay, we're done with that. Do you even think we should do haul today? I think we did a lot of haul.
Do y'all really want to see? Do you have a lot of haul?
I have a little bit. There's only really one thing I absolutely want to show.
Okay.
How about we just pick and then we'll do our haul. Next time we'll do more haul than we...
Yeah, I won't even show. It's nothing.
This is from Heartstream Samplery. Just got this yesterday. I'm so excited. And it is her little T-ball ornaments.
Oh, I saw those. Those are brand new, aren't they?
Yeah, brand new. I ordered them the second they were available.
Oh, how you're going to stitch that on there?
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. And then I also ordered some extra ones that are 2-inch ones that I'm going to try to do too. And so I'm excited. And she even gave me a needle, and here's all the thread.
I have to tell you.
So I'll let you see it. I'm going to work on this and show this on our next video. So.
Geana and I love to drink hot tea together.
Yes.
But Geana told me I was kind of a little cray-cray for spending as much as I did, and I'm not going to go into any amounts, but she told me she really didn't want to go into Teavana, but she would just go in and look. Guess who spent more than me?
Guess who has way too much Teavana tea now?
But I love it, love it, love it. Okay, and finally we're getting a little cooler weather down here.
Yes.
It was the 90s and then the 80s, and last night we was actually kind of cool. Couldn't believe it.
Yeah. It
was
exciting. We got to put on long sleeve shirts, or well, not long, 3/4 length.
I will show my haul next time. It wasn't that much, but I want to show you a neat gadget that I have, and I don't know where this popped up, but this has been a lifesaver. I got this, and I'm going to put the link in the description box. If you want to know anything that we've shown you, just mention what it looked like, or maybe catch a name and we'll do it, because I am not going to type all that and put it down there. But this is called, it's by iFrans. It's a brush cleaner and a makeup egg cleaner and the sponge kit. It was $7.99. And what is so nice is a lot of times when I'm putting on makeup, I don't want to have to use 2 or 3 different kind of brushes. I mean, sometimes I do. But you just use this, and there's a sponge in there, and you just do your little color around there, and then it's good to do dip to the next color. Same thing with my blush brush. If one day I want to use peach, one day I want to use pink, whatever. And then what I do is you can't really see. I've cleaned it pretty recently, but you just wash this with, I use Johnson's baby shampoo and clean it out, and then just let it set and air dry. And then the egg is the neatest thing. You just stick your fingers up in here, and I put my little baby shampoo, get this wet, and the little small ones that are right here are so good just to go back and forth, and it really gets in deep into all those little nooks and crannies. And then your bigger one for this one. But this comes as a set. It really helps a lot.
You can buy those separately too.
You can buy them separate. I mean, but for $7.99 for both.
I'm just saying, if you don't want the other one, you can just get that too.
Yeah. And they're great stocking stuffers. I don't think my kids watch this.
That's a good idea.
And you get a noodle. And at the end of the year, you just get the noodle and
get a new noodle. Don't get one out of your pool.
No. And cut it down the side. And I just have this little bucket. Actually, this came out of my husband's old lunchbox when he retired. I thought, oh, I could use that. So you cut that. You stick this on the side like that. And then you just take these, because what happens is after you've washed these really good and then you lay them on the towel, the next day, one side is always still a little bit damp, and I couldn't stand that. And
Sorry for the squirm in my microphone keeps falling off.
Oh, I don't know where. It was either probably Pinterest, but you just put your little slice in there, and then you put your brushes in there, and this one, I have to always push this one in going a little harder. Because it's fatter. Poor fat things always have a hard time. But there you go. And you just set them there and they just air dry. And actually what I do is I have my little red clips that we use.
These little clips.
Yeah, any of the little Wonder clips. And I just clip that on the side and let that air dry. So that is my gadget for this time. So I hope you enjoyed that. It wasn't sewing related, but anyway, you'll look good while you are stitching. All right, we have a giveaway.
Yes, we did.
This was our giveaway. It's all nice and neat. There's an extra little happy in there for you this time, and you'll be getting the Boo Chock Full hands-on design collaboration between Kathy Haberman and Priscilla Blaine.
So exciting.
This is what you're going to be getting. It'll go out in the mail in the morning. Well, as soon as you give us your address.
Right. We had 180 comments. And our winner is Heidi, and I cannot pronounce your last name. It's L-E-H-N-I-G. So I don't know if it's...
Say it again.
Lenig or Lenig or... You know who you are. Mm-hmm. And this is what Heidi had to say. She said, enjoyed watching and stitching with you ladies. YouTube recommended to me today. I can't wait for Spring Leela May retreat. Thanks for recommending the Arkansas LNSs. Can't wait. And she says, I also sew and quilt. So we also sew and quilt.
And we had somebody ask us about wanting to see some fabric, and maybe in November we'll show a couple of our quilts. And most of my quilts I give away.
Yeah, me too.
I have several that I do still that I have, but most of them I
might get a couple of my baby quilts from my grandkids back and show those, because those are the ones that I've made the most of. I make all my grandchildren a quilt for Christmas, their first Christmas.
And this is something I wanted to share with you. I'm going to try to see if I can find one. I know we told you about the chart that you can get from homesteading.
On the home front.
On the home front. Mm-hmm. This is from last year, a free chart from Beth Twist Heartstring Samplery. And I printed this out, and this is the free chart, and it would be perfect. And these would look so cute in those little tins. But here's a picture of it. It's grateful, thankful, blessed. And if you go to her website, I'm going to put a link down in the drop-down box, but it's thetwistfamily.blogspot.com. So that'd be a great little one that you could do right now. And we wanted our besties to have that, and because we just love besties and we don't care what number we're on, but we are, 1,100, almost 1,200?
Almost 1,200, so we're excited.
But I remember the California Stitcher said, just have fun. It doesn't matter.
Obviously, that's what we're doing.
But we wanted to give another one, and it is from Just Stitching Along presents Gertrude's Garden. And this is,
look how
I
pretty.
believe it's an out of print. It was from 2018, Just Stitching Along blogspot.com. But I just thought that was so pretty.
It really is.
So we're going to be giving this away. And the question this time will be, don't you say yours?
Yeah, so whenever you comment, please don't say giveaway, please don't say prize, please don't say anything like that, because what happens is there's trolls on the internet, and they will search for those words. So just answer our question, and we'll know if you answer our question that that you're in our
But the question
giveaway.
We want to know is, do you like to garden? And do you have a garden? Do you have a vegetable garden or a flower garden? Just tell us about.
Or do you have a dead garden like me?
A garden.
I do not have green thumbs.
And I think
I can kill a plant quickly.
Man, this If y'all enjoyed this, and we are so sorry that it took so long, the next one is going to be a road trip. We can't wait to do it. We've got plans about it. We've got it planned out for the rest of this year, what we're going to be doing. And then next year, we can't wait to start stitching with some people.
Yeah.
And we've got people from different areas that want to come join us. So, and I think that a Saturday, when you let us know, I think Saturdays during the day would work
I mean, we'll
best.
start with that, and if we decide we want to do a different, Friday night occasionally or something like that, we'll talk about it.
We're not
But gonna
opposed to
start.
stitching twice a month
Yeah.
with the group. So we thank you. We ask that you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, share us if you liked us.
Click the bell so that you'll be notified.
Click the bell so that you'll know when we've posted. We normally post about every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and we try to do it on Saturday. I know today's Sunday, but I was gone out of town to a concert, so we had to switch up our days this week.
Yep. And
so follow us on Instagram. Mine is love_2stitch. And Tina, yours is?
Gadget Girl Stitcher.
Yes, that's the easy one to remember.
And our email is stitchingwithmybestie@gmail.com. And we've gotten 2 or 3 emails there, so we don't have problem with the Gmail.
Yeah.
It seems to be working okay. And let us know how you liked everything. If this was too much, if this was too long.
We're not planning on doing this.
No.
This is like a once a year thing for us.
Yeah.
I mean, we just
now
decided.
at the end of the year, we'll probably do a parade of everything that's finished that we have actually
I better
finished.
get to stitching.
Yeah. So anyway, let me know if you like the gadgets, if it's anything you're interested in, and if you have any questions. But like we like to say, we love y'all. We thank you. We think of you. We read all of your comments. We enjoy it, and we just enjoy this community so much. And there were some new stitchers that I've seen too. Some new Flosstube channels. I'll mention them next time. I didn't get to. We were going so long. So.
All right.
Y'all come back now. You hear? Bye.